Hello everyone, this is L2N Gaming. You know why the Steelers got to always make everything so complicated? We could never go out there and go dominate a team. We can never do that. Every time the Steelers have a good lead like they did, they'll do the and then hit you with another. And just when you think like you got the game sealed, then they hit you with the like, come on, man. They want to give fans heart attacks out here. But this is what the Steelers do. They are known for we can never have things easy. It's like the coaches or the team itself is like, hey, we're winning the game too easy. Let's just go ahead and press the impossibility button. Let's dial that up to affinity to see what happens. Like Lord. So Steelers had a comfortable 24-6 lead. And then like everything else with the way the Steelers been playing all this year, they just gotta make things a little bit complicated. And what they did in the fourth quarter, what the coaches did in the fourth quarter, because they are not going to get out of it either. They're the main culprits and all that. Like they make some of the most dumbest decisions. You're not gonna put the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands on that fourth down. You're gonna run the ball and then hope that your defense has been questionable all year, all this season. You're gonna put it into their hands. And what they did? Look, I don't know whether it's defensive coordinator. I don't know if it's the players themselves. But I know this: when it comes to a real crucial situation, we better perform way better than they did today. They got the win. I get it, but when you're going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, when you're going against the Buffalo Bills, when you're going against the Baltimore Ravens, the top three teams, even though Baltimore is struggling right now, but they're going to be just fine because they got the division. Oh, they got the division locked down, folks. I could be wrong, but you think the Browns is going to touch the Ravens? No. You think the Bengals, who don't have their starting quarterback, is going to touch the Ravens? Absolutely not. And do you think that the Steelers are good enough to beat the Ravens right now with the way they're playing? Anyway, let's go through the stats real quick. Aaron Rodgers, 18 out of 22, 200 yards, 1 TD. I thought that he had a very good game. This is what we want from Aaron Rodgers. This is what we want from our offensive line. You give him time, the offense will be fine. That is the formula of this season. Give Rodgers time. You know, a matter of fact, if the offensive line give him time, what's Tony Rain? Let's not even say that no more. If the offensive line give Rodgers time, the whole offense will be fine. Okay. Rodgers having a good game, passing the ball. You open up the running game. Oh, are you surprised to see Gainwell playing well? No puns intended. Isn't it surprising? I thought that not having Jalen Warren was was going to be a serious problem, but Gainwell he did his thing. 19 carries for 99 yards, 1 TD. I think he did a sensational job. Caleb Johnson came in. I thought he ran pretty well as well. Anyway, but yeah, this is what we want. You give Roger time to throw the ball, and he's throwing it like that. And you got Metcalf who had 5 catches for 126 yards, 1 TD. You open the game just like that. Guaranteed the offense, the running game, it's going to show. You're keeping the defense honest. I thought the offense did very well. I thought the play calling for Arthur Smith was just trash. Let's just get it out of the way. We got to talk about the play calling. I don't know if Arthur Smith he was shaking his boots or whatever when he made that bullshit call to go for the run instead of putting the ball into Aaron Rodgers' hand. Look, man, you gotta at least try. You got to at least try with Aaron Rodgers. With the team, you got to trust the offense. The offense convinced Mike Tomlin to go for it. And Arthur Smith, you do this just because you want to play field position. How does that work out? With the way the defense has been playing all this year, or do you feel comfortable putting the game in the defense hands like that? But wait a minute, let's keep going. Receiving yard, Gainwell 6 catches for 35. Donnell Washington, I thought he had a good game. Gainwell, first of all, had a tremendous game. Like if he could get going with Jalen Roy, Calvin Austin, who 2 for 13, he got hurt. I don't know. Thank God we got about a week. But other than that, man, what can you say? Now let's go with this defense. Peyton Wilson had 13 tackles. Queen had a sack and 11 tackles. We got to talk about these two players right here. I get it. They're good. They're good at the run. But, man, they got to get their pass coverage straightened out. Like, if you pay attention to that last touchdown Minnesota had gotten, and for some reason they let the running back just get an easy catch and run into the end zone. You can see Wilson and Queen just looking at each other. Here's another thing about the defense. Dude, we having so many breakdowns in the coverage, it makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. When are we going to just say, hey, it's not the coaches, it's the players? Right? For example, you have a son, or you have a son, or you have a kid in general, a kid that you've been all these 2 weeks to prepare for his vocabulary test, right? 10 questions, and every day you're going over the 10 words that he's gonna have to remember the vocabulary for, and he's ready to go, right? He take the test, he's come back, and he got a 60, and you're asking what happened. Like, we went through each and every word down pat. You had it all. What happened? And he goes, I forgot some of it. Are you to blame for that, or does he take the blame? Your kid takes the blame for it. Just mental breakdowns. I forgot. This is what the players have. Mental breakdowns. Like, I don't understand. Somebody is not getting on the same page. Is it the coaches? I don't like Terrell Austin, but is it him? Or do you just go at the players and be like, what happened? Oh, I thought I had the zone, and I thought he had the zone over the top. Shut up. Jesus. But anyway, glad to see Deshaun Elliott back. 6 tackles, 1 interception. Seems like to me, every time Carson Wentz gets hit out there, he's about ready to check out at times. Carson Wentz, I think he's a pretty good quarterback. But I would rather face J.J. McCarthy out there anyway. But Carson Wentz is not bad, not good either. I think sometimes like when he gets hit a lot, when he get hit a lot, he start making these questionable decisions out there. But that's my opinion. Uh, uh, let's talk about the defense. Let's talk about the defense coordinator. Do you like this guy? What do you think about him? I don't know, man. It seemed like to me he is too conservative at times. Like I think they run too many zones, in my opinion. Too many zones, man. Does not make any sense to have Justin Jefferson out there having a field day on the Steelers. That catch and run that he had where he just slipped on the ground, thank God to the field, the turf out there. Like that man could have had an easy touchdown. 9 catches for like 90 yards in the first half. Man, I understand you're trying to scheme and everything, but why in the hell we leaving Justin Jefferson open? You saw how when DK Metcalf scored on them, and he was basically busting them up. That they made the right adjustments over there. I mean, credit for the defense to also uh, uh, keep Justin Jefferson contained at least in the third quarter, at least, right? But I feel like I don't like Terrell Austin. Austin, that's just my opinion. I think he's just a little bit too conservative, and I don't think he's not aggressive enough in his play calling. They run too many zones. Even players like sometimes get complicated with all the zones that they run and everything. I don't like to see teams off our opponents getting gushes like that. That pass at the end on their end zone when they had like a 75-yard uh, TD reception and run, man, that kind of stuff should never happen at all. Never happen. I don't like them. That's all it is to it. What's going on with the stats? Darius Slay, 5 tackles. Herbert, I thought he had a pretty good game. TJ Watt, what can I say about TJ Watt? 5 tackles, one interception. Also a sack and a half. I think no, 1 sack. Herbert had the sack and a half. But if you're paying TJ Watt, they just put 3 people on him at a time. The tight end gonna touch him. The offensive line, maybe 2 of them are gonna touch him. This is when Nick Herbert, I understand that he had a pretty good game. The other players around there got to step up, man. They got to step up. I was telling my brother. Also, I don't talk about Cam Haywood a lot, but dude, how great is he? Should he be in the Hall of Fame? I don't know. He's definitely gonna be in the Steelers Hall of Fame somehow. I don't know about the Hall of Fame altogether, but how consistent Cam Hayward is. I'm getting his flowers. The dude is consistent. He's consistent. He's the one to play that just go. He's gonna come to practice. First one in practice, last guy in practice. That type of guy. Like I can't say any more gracious things about Cam Hayward. I'm getting his flowers. Should have been doing that. The tip master. He gonna get his hands on the ball when the quarterback throws it every time, right? Y'all gotta give him his praises. Did he earn that money that the Steelers was trying to make shit complicated? We knew he was getting the money eventually. We knew it. I knew it. Like, come on. Like, that's all I got to say. The secondary is a little banged up right now. Thank God we have a bye week. Hopefully we're gonna have Porter back, but I'm concerned about If you notice that interception that was made by Ramsey, that he was limping a little bit. He got a hamstring. What's up with all these players getting hamstring injuries? What is up with that? Everybody on our team getting hamstring injuries, at least on the secondary. Uh, Stonewell, he played well. Benton played well. The defensive line, ever since that rookie came back, has been pretty good. I'm liking the rookie, Derek Hallman. I'm really liking him a lot. Other than that, the how dare the special teams for Minnesota blocking Boz's kick like that? How dare they? Uh, we rarely see that from the Boz getting his kick blocked like that. That also infuriated me. Like, this is why touchdowns are most important. You need to get as many touchdowns as you can. Like, we can't be relying on field goals all the time. So not having a field goal infuriated me, but it is what it is. And that's just about it. Always count on the Steelers to make shit complicated. The Steelers are 3-1. Um, a very unimpressive 3-1. I know other people here on the YouTube community might even come on my video and talk about, well, I should be satisfied with Steelers being 3-1. Y'all always complaining and stuff. Uh, if you've been watching the Steelers, if you've been watching Steelers for the past 10 years, like, this 3-1 shit don't mean nothing if the team's got flaws. Yeah, you were able to beat the New York Jets. You were able to beat the New England Patriots. And you were able to beat the Minnesota Vikings with their backup quarterback. I know that's not saying much. I don't know how good JJ McCarthy is, but nevertheless, he's their starter. So, I don't know. But if they don't pick it up, that 3-1 is going to be 3-3, maybe 3-4. They got a bye week, so when they come back, they got Cleveland Browns, which is always a tough game. Division games are always going to be tough. Then they get Cincinnati. Then they get Green Bay, and then Indianapolis. The Chargers. Then Cincinnati, Chicago, and Buffalo. Are we gonna see what this team is all about after the bye week? Oh, it's go time now. Indianapolis is playing better. I don't know if they won or not. I'm doing this video right now, and I got the TV off on it. But if you give me a second, let me go see how Indianapolis is doing real quick. The Rams beat the Colts 27-20. Chiefs beat the Ravens 31-20. I know the Ravens are struggling, but you know better to make fun of them. Don't even laugh at them. But don't do the kiki out there just because the Ravens are struggling right now. Remember when everybody was laughing at the Alabama Crimson Tide? You laughing now? Roll Tide. But anyway, yeah. After the bye week, things are we're gonna find out what this team is all about. Hopefully, they should be looking for another receiver out there. Yeah, but just because Calvin Austin's hurt and we don't know how bad he's gonna be, but hopefully it's not serious. Even though he had to walk out like that, I hope it's not serious. Oh, then you gotta look for another receiver. Most definitely. But other than that, if I was to assess the Steelers in these 4 games, are they a contender? I don't think so at all. Too many flaws on the offensive line. is Aaron Rodgers going to be able to keep playing how he's playing and keep him upright? And then the defense, like, what in the hell? Even though they're playing well, but what in the hell is going on with them? So yeah, that's going to be. Oh yeah, and the coaches, can we please execute? Get these players to execute more, and don't be scared to go forward. Other than that, I think the offense line is too inconsistent. They play well today, but I think if the offensive line can get it together, I mean the offense is going to be okay. We need another receiver out there. Defense, they getting a lot of takeaways, but can we be consistent? Start having these mental breakdowns on coverages and stuff. That is very annoying. Very annoying to see offenses gushing on this defense. And can the coaches at least execute? Execute. That's the number one word. Execute better. Let's execute out here. Get these players ready. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I was gonna do a Lakers video, but I don't know. I don't know at the moment. I think it's gonna just let it ride out, or I could do a little preview right now. I could, but I don't know. I don't know. I could right now, but I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. But other than that, man, thank you for tuning into this video. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, and I'll see you guys next time. Well, see you in 2 weeks.